We're here. Thought all you cared about besides being a guide was
What's that supposed to mean?
But never on your own. You hardly ever...
Like this very often. She just got really scared when the Traveler got kidnapped that time. And the more Paimon thought about it,
You asked the right person. Boy,
Oh.
I'm not gonna try and encourage you. What I will say is this. When you start doubting yourself, you have two choices. You have to make the decision to move forward. Otherwise, no amount of consultation from other people is gonna help you. So ask yourself, what do you want? Something's not right. Paimon, is it just me?
Should Paimon take...
We'll give it another hour.
Okay. How strange. We've been here for ages. What is it? Did you think of something?
Something feels off about this whole situation. We know for sure that the guy Sinocot had something set up. Yet somehow his contact is a no-
How would they know to do that?
That's the problem. They couldn't possibly know what's happening.
Jessupank and Benua. As for Herman...
There have been time. Time has taken many...
I must say, you appear to be in good...
Oh no! So even... Don't worry, Paimon. It worked very well. The issue is how closely I'm tied to Irminsul. Until the problem with it, Sumeru has undergone tremendous changes during her absence.
Regrettably...
I too have grown weaker due to the effects of Irminsul. Right now, we're all in quite a sorry state. Sumeru is our shared home.
Though Allah, not to mention... you... Now then, let it...
The brightest minds...
Correct. Irminsul has existed after the Heavenly. Since then, as the Dendro Tevat has seen many upheaval, I made sure to... I still believe that by entering Irminsul through...
I see what you...
That's right.
Please. Defense is
After Irminsul...
I'm sure you feel...
But the people of Sumeru...
And this is what...
Yes. All I managed to do, the scholars in... Unfortunately, to rise to the... to reclaim Irminsul...
Human wisdom...
Together, we will do...
By the way...
Well... Master Tainari!
Is this... How did this happen?
Luckily, we managed...
What in the world?
Oh my. Not once over the millennium.
Please continue, Dendro Arcot.
Irminsul's root system is what comprises the Leyland. It has become a tree of
Blasphemy. But...
The birth of this tree proves to me, but to explain the situation...
Zandik.
But didn't Dotori die and not cry? How is it? He must still have loyal followers amongst the Fatui.
I can confirm that Fatui forces have arrived. Furthermore, sorry.
A baleful tree.
Speaking of Dottore, I didn't think it was wise to state this out in the open. But my theory is, the mole wasn't cut off after he was caught.
You mean... the Fatui never intended to follow through with him?
It's hardly a conventional strat, but as it happens, he's been a collaborator of Dottore's from the outset.
There is still much to be done. Everyone.
As per the Mr. Alhaith,
We'll give it every... The plan looks feasible, but the
General Mahamat...
No problem.
This kind of thing is best left to the Fleetfoot.
If it's a...
You bet.
Good.
Poor Tainab.
Hey, don't try and drive a wedge between us, you old rascal.
All it says to me is that
Exactly.
Finally, once that task is the eternal oasis.
Regarding your trip... on the outside, so regretfully, we won't be able to give the Pyro Archon Mawika the grand reception that she deserves.
No point putting...
Right.
Don't worry about us. Yes. I believe in, well...
To what extent we...
Yeah, no surprise.
Once we roll this out, this still leaves us with a...
We'll need a supply of time is not on our...
The Aru merge and reno... As discussed, Mr. Sethos is quite familiar with the layout of King Deshret's mausoleum.
I have every confidence. In the meantime...
Makes sense.
Get information and stay close.
What is this, boot camp?
It's just Sino...
Everyone clear on our mission objective. Look at the excess...
And King Deshret's...
If they're just sitting there doing nothing...
Wretched vermin! Move or be moved! Where you headed?
Through me, justice is served! Their penance is due! They stand condemned!
Behold! Squall and fury! The wind rises. You dare to gaze upon me?
These devices should still be usable even though they're broken down. Let's take them back for the others to review.
Quit following me.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Their penance is due.
Al-Akbar! Give me some space.
Storm Fury. Quit following me. The wind rises.
How many do we need?
Enough to make an a
I remember you telling.
The Academia declared.
Certainly sounds...
Neither hat got.
Well, if it all goes.
Oh, goody! Thank you so much for handling the delivery. What a long way it was. You've really outdone yourselves. I'm well aware what a bumpy, dangerous journey it must have been. Now, I would have loved to oversee the process myself, but of course, those of us who know the plan can't leave the mausoleum.
Oh, trust me, I'm patting myself on the back for my assembly work here. Simply flawless work. But will you really be needing all of this?
According to our plan, yes, this is the quantity required. I have no complaints about the quality either. Only the price. So expensive.
I heard you covered a lot of the funding out of your own pocket.
Oh, that's an exaggeration. The Academia provided most of the funds. I just offered a small token of my goodwill. Of course, the real tragedy is how little profit I'm making on this. You know, it's a serious crisis when you can't even make money out of it.
It's really quite a beautiful design. And I'm intrigued by how such a diminutive device is able to output the power of the Light Realm.
Did you attend the lecture on Light Realm energy, Madame Farzan? I don't believe I saw you there.
Of course I attended. I was just a little late, so I had to listen to the whole thing from outside the back door. Anyway, I have a perfectly good understanding of Light Realm, elemental and abyssal energy, as well as the relationship between the three.
Good to know. Master told me in private that the conversion process between Light Realm energy and elemental energy involves highly classified knowledge that shouldn't be disseminated too widely. But even so, the scholars still shared said information.
Well, you can't enforce a rule that everyone breaks. Is that the idea?
At first, the Dendro Archon was reluctant to explain it in great depth for safety reasons. Later, she came to terms with it, and simply informed my master that we would all have to face the question of survival together. To protect someone from such dangers means keeping them in the dark. But for someone to know and embody the wisdom within, they must understand its very essence. It's an information hazard. We're exposed to danger just by knowing the facts. And just like bait, it lures us in by offering us the solution to our problems. But if you're not careful, you'll end up pursuing it down a dark path. A tricky problem. But today, this big problem has been broken down into many smaller, more trivial ones.
What do you mean?
I get it. For instance, you and I share secret knowledge, while she and I take on the risks of life, death, and fate. Something like that?
Hey, what? That is not what I call a trivial problem.
Well, as they often say in Vahumana, an event that is monumental to the individual is negligible in the grand scheme of history. Generally, the fate of the individual is an insignificant affair.
Being from Amorta, where the subject of our research tends to be a lot more personal, I have to disagree. It's hard to dismiss the individual as insignificant.
In other words, the big problem of survival has been broken down into many small, interconnected factors, and each one of us represents one of those factors.
When the same secret is shared with a group of people, the same fate binds them together. Most people would find this unimaginable, but to us scholars, this is the path that has always beckoned to us.
Sharing knowledge is a good way to fight against fate. I will always believe in that. All right. I think that's everything.
Thanks a lot. But don't go anywhere just yet. I'll still be needing you to calibrate the equipment.
Where's my key? Not again. The ability to appreciate beauty is an important virtue. Where's my key? Not again. Where's my key? Not again. My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement. Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up. The ability to appreciate beauty is an important virtue. Where's my key? Not again. It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time. Hmm. Hmm. Where's my key? Not again. Where's my key? Not again. It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time. Hmm. Where's my key? Not again. My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement. Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up. The ability to appreciate beauty is an important virtue. It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time. Where's my key? Not again. My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement. Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up. Where's my key? Not again. Where's my key? Not again. The ability to appreciate beauty is an important virtue. Where's my key? Not again. It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time. The ability to appreciate beauty is an important virtue. Where's my key? Not again. My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement. Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up. Where's my key? Not again. It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time. The ability to appreciate beauty is an important virtue. Where's my key? Not again. My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement. Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up. It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time. Where's my key? Not again. My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement. Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up. Where's my key? Not again. It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time. Where's my key? Not again. My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement. Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up. It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time. Where's my key? Not again. My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement. Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up. Where's my key? Not again. Where's my key? Not again. It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time. Where's my key? Not again. The ability to appreciate beauty is an important virtue. Where's my key? Not again. Where's my key? Not again. My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement. Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up. Where's my key? Not again. It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time. Where's my key? Not again. Where's my key? Not again. Where's my key? Not again. It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time. Where's my key? Not again. My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement. Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up.
History, some are. All we can do, although...
After Aru started...
Humans may not read what is... Victory should not be easy to attain, for it symbolizes divine wisdom. Knowledge must not waver, for it has...
Is this a clue to solving a puzzle? Or is it being symbolic? You can't read it unless you... Wait.
A chessboard.
You were right. The youth of today are skilled at solving...
Have the secrets been... Oh, I've always been against overly cryptic...
Ah, it's you three. Just in time. We've been delving deep...
I've heard this was...
It is true.
Is this chessboard supposed to be another visualization of the interior of Aru, then?
Naturally. Visitors, everything is ready. Only by completing the challenge on the board in accordance with the rules will you be permitted to overwrite Aru.
1 second. It's not dangerous, is it?
Dangerous? Why, yes, of course.
I should be the one to go, then. Wait for me here.
Sounds like the self-confidence of our present company has rubbed off on you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm your upperclassman, and that means I have to look out for you.
I appreciate the sentiment, but a game of chess typically requires 2 players. Besides, I'm sure they won't let things get out of hand. Keeping things relatively safe is in your best interest too, isn't it?
Fair enough. I mean, you guys are controlling the difficulty, so please don't go too hard on us, all right?
Ah, but Bennu said he wanted to put some respect into these whippersnappers. All right.
Thank you. Obviously, we'll still try to be careful. This doesn't seem like ordinary chess. Is the goal to defeat the opponent?
No, you must enter the board and pass the trials we have placed there.
Ready?
Let's do it.
The first trial is posed by me.
I don't think this is gonna stop us.
Ah, but the key to this game lies in working together. Otherwise, you will be deemed to have broken the rules.
Looks like it's up to me. Marak, can you open it?
King Deshret's favorite primal construct. Living on in suitcase form, of all things. Amusing.
Ho ho! Excellent work. Now is the time for my trial. Now, don't be nervous. I'll make it nice and easy for you.
Really?
Thanks in advance. We appreciate it.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Alhaitham, what are you thinking?
If you don't want to wait, you're free to leave.
I never wanted to wait in the first place! Chessboard gave me no choice.
If you say so. Done.
Finally. It's over. But seriously, that was incredible! Standing on the chessboard felt completely different from standing on solid ground. And also... Oh, sorry. I'll save my thoughts for later. Thanks to the three of you for helping us out with this. Is it just me, or were you giving us quite a lot of guidance along the way?
We made but a humble contribution.
You lived up to our expectations. Bravo! Our aid was not given for naught.
In addition to the existing functions, I'd like to ask you for another favor. Since Aru's interference shield can cover the entirety of the mausoleum, it should be possible to extend its range even further. Perhaps you can find a way.
So, building upon the existing functions to... I'm with you!
Imagine for a moment. What would the ideal outcome look like if this function were compatible with the devices?
I agree. This is the best solution possible. Please, everyone, we beg you to help us.
Me, oh my! Well, since you ask so very nicely, I suppose... Goti? Croco? What do you say?
Naturally.
Time to go! Let's go find Nahida! There you are. Miss Nicole truly is an angel. She said that while the other members of the Hexen Circle are busy with important work, she is quite free, and she's more than willing to accompany the people of Sumeru for the entire journey.
Oh, there's Nicole, all right. Always super patient and loves to help everyone out. She's the best.
She is. So kind and enthusiastic. Well, time for us to get going. Let's head out.
Yeah, I'm still here. Oh. Oh. Who are you talking to, Mom? I didn't know you were talking to anybody. I thought you were just talking to yourself over there. Yeah, I'm still here. Was just playing Genshin, grinding out the story as much as I can. Yeah. We're gonna see Mavika.
This should be one of the closest places to Natlan in all of Sumeru.
There's
Oh,
the
yeah.
barrier Nicole and Nefer mentioned. It completely cuts this nation off from the others. But why? Why separate you from the rest of the world now, specifically? And if I'm not mistaken, Irminsul was polluted once before, wasn't it?
Oh, here comes Mavica pulling up on her bike. Let's go.
Good question. I'm wondering the same thing myself.
That voice. Mawika! You got here pretty quickly.
Hello,
Where did her
traveler.
bike go,
It's
bro?
been a while.
Where did her bike go?
Hello there.
Hello, Dendro Archon.
Malika, I apologize for asking you to meet at the border on such short notice. I also apologize for not being able to greet you in person. The form in which you see me now is one carried by the Traveler. The real me is inside the mausoleum of King Deshret, and I am reaching out to you with my mind from here. Irminsul has been infiltrated by the Doctor. We must be on our guard, as he can spy on information in the world from within the tree. Fortunately, there is no record of the Traveler in Irminsul, and you are still within Natlan's borders.
My records will be preserved in the Night Kingdom, rather than the ley lines. As long as the Night Kingdom remains disconnected from the ley line cycle, the Doctor has no way of knowing my movements.
Exactly.
So by meeting each other in this way, the meeting essentially never happened. No wonder Paimon didn't come. You were concerned that her activity would be recorded by Irminsul. The Natlanese have heard about the situation in Sumeru. With the borders sealed off, merchants have been forced to stop their shipments. It's pretty serious, and you're the ones bearing the brunt of it.
I'd like to address the question you raised at the beginning. I can offer a brief explanation, although it will sound rather cruel. I don't reach this conclusion gladly, but Irminsul predates the Heavenly Principles. It existed long ago, when the dragons of Natlan were at the height of their power. So even when the people of Sumeru became ill because of pollution, it was not a critical issue from the perspective of Irminsul itself. As long as it continues to function normally, the barrier will not be activated. But this time, the Doctor's invasion has directly affected the tree. That is what caused the barrier to deploy. The Heavenly
I don't even know
Principles
who
established a
shorts me
rule that when Irminsul is plunged into grave danger, a portion of power will be reserved to isolate Sumeru. That way, even if Sumeru is destroyed, the outside world at least has some time to catch its breath.
We'd certainly need it.
The Heavenly Principles created almost everything that exists in Teyvat today. To them, preserving the existence of the world and its inhabitants takes priority over protecting Sumeru.
Meaning, protecting Sumeru now falls to you.
Yes. My own power may be limited, especially compared to yours. But that doesn't mean that we're just gonna sit around and wait for the end. If necessary, I will utilize any and every means at my disposal.
Nicole of the Hexen Circle didn't say exactly what this meeting was about, but after hearing everything you've said so far, I think I can guess where this is going.
That's right. Nahida and I discussed it at length. We both know how presumptuous this is, but...
You need the pyronosis, don't you?
Yes, you guessed correctly. Originally, I only intended to borrow it, but the situation is far graver than I foresaw. So instead, what I ask of you is to please give the pyronosis to Sumeru.
Why do you sound so nervous. There's no need to be shy.
Surely a gnosis is pretty important to a...
I guess, but I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. With all the nations you've traveled to, and all the gods you've met, you must have realized that by now. As far as I'm concerned, a gnosis...
Yeah, not about to dispute that.
So you see, you don't need to sweat it. Here, take the pyronosis.
Huh?
Uh-huh. Just like that. I know you accompanied me.
Are you sure about this?
I won't try to quantify. Besides, Irminsul doesn't... You don't need to tell me.
My heart felt...
I have an idea.
Just as I...
Just made a lucky guess.
Irminsul usually...
Is that right? You really are.
Whoa! Thank you, Mawika.
All right. Besides, there's...
I have the pyro... I need to think hard about my memories of pyro.
The gnosis disappeared.
I'm fine. The pyronosis disappeared into my body. Whew.
Please allow me to express my gratitude once again.
Pleasure. Well, I've given you all...
We won't let you...
Yeah. We aren't about to lose.
Traveler, Paimon's it... Of course.
I'm doing all right. What about...
With the negative effect, but please don't... Stalking the...
Me too. With the constant traveling, I'm always learning and growing. That's the journey of life.
I think there's someone else here who would share that sentiment.
Don't worry about what I think. I was just passing by and happened to overhear your conversation.
What are you talking about, hat guy? This is the top floor. No one passes by the top...
Says who? You can fly just like I can. I would have thought it makes sense to you of all people.
I don't know why, but I feel a little more relaxed.
It shows that you feel comfortable laying down your burdens in our presence. It means that Sumeru is a place you can trust, where you know we have your back, and we feel exactly the same way around you. That's what it...
We'll make our move after sunrise.
Good.
As much as possible.
That'll be enough.
Master Tainari! Mr. Sino! I brought some juice and some water.
I know how easily you get dehydrated.
I gotta ask, though. Who's on juice-making duty at a time?
Madame Farazan said she was feeling a little nervous, so I told her about the automatic juicer my friend invented. She took it right off me and started making carton after carton of juice.
A juicer? Did Sucrose send that to you?
Yeah. I hadn't had the chance to try it out before this incident occurred, but I couldn't bear to leave it behind in Gandharvaville.
The juice is very sweet.
I think so too.
Kale, how are you feeling?
Physically, I'm okay, but it just still feels strange to me. Why would a great power like this come to someone like me?
I know the feeling well. That same question ran through my mind every day as a kid.
At least now, you have someone who can relate to you.
All the more reason that you should apply for Spontamod. Tainari fiercely opposes the idea, though.
Those two things are completely unrelated.
What are we all chatting about, Would anyone like any juice? Oh, you have some already.
I had some earlier, ma'am. Maybe give the extra to someone else?
Very well, very well. I shall be off then.
Wait.
There's this enormous power, and then there's little old you. You feel like there's no connection between the two. And that sense of dissonance is difficult to get used to.
Yeah. But after all this time, I can't believe this stuff still gets to me sometimes. Makes me feel a little childish.
Kale, just because we normally keep the conversation light doesn't mean we can't discuss deeper issues. I don't think it's childish at all. You were the victim of a terrible crime. It's normal to struggle with the fallout from it. You have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of.
My professor once told me that no incident can be considered truly resolved until the victim says it's over. Your rage and your pain are completely justified.
Thanks. Miss Nicole said that the same god remains which were once used to inflict so much pain upon me have now become a weapon with which I can protect everyone. It's like my own personal kind of evolution. Every innocent person who's been hurt needs time to realize that it wasn't their fault. I was the same. But it's all about to be over. Tomorrow, it ends for good.
I don't know if you've noticed, but you rarely stumble over your words anymore, and your outlook has become much more positive. It's a big change from how you used to be.
And since this isn't over, you can settle the matter on your own terms. It's time you seized back control. I believe in you.
Yeah. Sumiro is my home. And it's so important to me. I have to protect it. No. I will protect it.
And once you're done, how about you come back and apply for Spontamod?
Stop it with the sales pitch, would you?
Hey, excuse me. There are still 3 unclaimed cups of juice here. Why don't you take one each? My arms are getting sore from carrying them around everywhere.
Farazan, why are you... Here, let me take them off your hands.
Thank you, Madame Farazan.
Drink up and enjoy my handiwork. I think I'm going to make something else now instead.
Please, try to relax, Madame Farazan. Your nerves are starting to get the better of you.
I know, I know.
Fresh can of root beer.
It's finally done. Ugh, but I have a nagging feeling that there's something I've forgotten.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there you are. Okay, fair enough. That was a pointless question.
You must really be exhausted.
Well, it's...
When work ends?
Yeah, we're definitely due a break. Probably a little late to start drinking now, though. Here, this one's for you.
Thanks.
You want a bite to eat?
Are you nervous?
A little, yeah. Unlike you, it seems.
How? Because everything that happens next is beyond my individual control.
What do you mean?
There's only so much I can do. I was only doing my...
Was it like this
You mean with Azar and his accomplices?
So the enemy is stronger, but so are we. I still vividly remember the way you interrogated me in the library after the fact. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
If your memory is so vivid, you might also recall that it was you who came looking for an argument. You're often the one who initiates these things, you know.
I came for a conversation. I didn't know it was gonna turn into an argument. Anyway, at least I showed up this time.
What do I think? I think we're certainly better off for it.
It's good having me around to help out, huh?
Absolutely.
Certainly feels that way. I just shudder to think how the world would have ended up if we hadn't gotten... So, the sky is so clear. And there isn't a whiff of decay.
Awful things happen. What you and I have done is increase our...
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at... Oh, nothing. I hope everything...
It will. As long as...
It's really strange. You're my junior, yet you always seem to act more like an upperclassman than I do.
I think it's mostly a matter of temperament.
Ugh. Walked right...
Time to go! Let's meet the others at the mausoleum of King Deshret.
I have not felt this way. Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. One cannot know what freedom truly...
The golden slum.
Dendro Archon.
I was wondering whose counsel I should seek on the questions and...
What kind of...
So many. As I would... What are the many disasters?
The biggest question you should be asking is how to seize victory.
Yes. Although, I would express it differently. I must not fail. And so the question I am most curious about now is whether the path to victory will be an arduous one.
What we declare to be a young sapling, we may, in fact, find to be a towering tree, if we would only cast aside our ignorance and look beyond the veil of time to see her true form.
Kahina! We're here! Just in time.
Ready when you are.
We're here too.
Miss Nicole! Miss Nicole! You run so fast. I thought I get a lot of exercise as a forest ranger, but I can barely keep up.
Sorry, I gotta...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, the equipment is ready, and the modifications to Aru are all complete.
As discussed during our meeting,
Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. There are other options, it's just... they're a little more extreme, and more technologically demanding to implement. Maybe you should take it from here.
The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There is reasonable evidence to suggest that one was developed based on the other, or that they both utilize technology of the same origin. As long as the transplant and merge operation succeeds, Aru should theoretically work on a scale greater than the Akasha and approximately equal to Irminsul. It will become the largest active computing device in all of Teyvat. A system this powerful is capable of a lot of different things. In the past, the Akasha was primarily used for one-way information transmission, but I suspect it could also serve as a central bridging hub. In the pursuit of greater knowledge, some scholars have attempted to connect their consciousness to Irminsul through the use of terminals, incense, and meditation.
Correct. In academic language, scholars who reach that stage are said to have entered Satyavada life. Hypatia has performed this practice many times in the past, and she was once under my care for a period of time.
Right. And this at least proves that there is a zone within Irminsul that can be connected to.
that's right. Providing wisdom to the people is one of the very reasons for Irminsul's existence. I think I understand where you're going. Please, continue.
In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru, merge it with the Akasha, manufacture terminals, and distribute them to every single person we can reach.
Every person? Even the desert folk?
Yes, everyone.
I've already calculated the amount of raw materials we need.
So you mean we're going to get new Akasha terminals?
Yes, but this time the people of Sumeru won't be using them to acquire knowledge, just to connect to Irminsul. That's the key.
When we evacuated the city, we brought all the important assets from the House of Dana, in case we ended up needing them. Fortunately, this included the Akasha system's main terminal. We've checked all the relevant records, and one thing is certain.
Everyone in Sumeru...
Since this function, but by expanding under normal thus... Counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
Ready!
People sought knowledge, they turned to the Tree of Wisdom. Today, we use it to save Sumeru and the whole world. These boughs that nurtured learning must not become tools for destroying the world.
this transformation.
You would shut down Irminsul just to stop me? You fools. I have all the time in the world.
Damn, he's got no face now, bro.
Success! The evil Irminsul tree is stepped growing!
Great!
What a display of true courage. The courage...
Indeed.
Oh. What was once...
I am grateful now. Now for... I'll need the...
How might we be of...
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately.
Right now.
In that case, Ibis King, would you agree that this is a fine opportunity to dust off our old tricks?
Never. How could I? You misjudge me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Connect to...
Safhei Shatranj?
Thoth's chess set, in other words.
Transfer initiated.
Right.
We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he...
Never mind.
But we spent...
Nothing comes for free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have wasted a precious amount of...
Understood.
Weighing profit against loss is a necessary part of life. But to tell the truth, I have been operating at a loss since this all began. Since many centuries. For instance, why would a banker act as the executor of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northland Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now. Dottore, I've placed your final data...
Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this?
I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of...
Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to...
Why? That's hardly a fair assessment. Managing money is not like other professions.
The information well...
How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nodcry and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northland Bank. Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him.
That is, Zandik, created segment, but as constructive as it sounds. It erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, not a soul living forever in the past inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed? Or the day you were framed by a gang and sold...
We needn't dredge up the past.
This undesirable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord Kusanali was quite right. And after that, I concluded that there was no...
The other half of your...
And yet in the process...
I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood. But as it turns out, that was merely one...
Experiments take a suspiciously vacant seat.
What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is the new world you promised a lie?
No, it never was. I am glad to be able to control Irmin's soul from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death, but not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained in the afterlife through sheer force of will. I am the only one to have overcome this enormous challenge. Would I not be letting the world down if I didn't make the most of the opportunity to experiment?
Clearly, the dividing of your soul did not affect the magnitude of your ego. Out of all the versions of you that have ever existed, this you is the most insane and the most radical.
Is that why you chose to work with me? Which was it then? My insanity?
Could I call myself?
Well then, I must...
Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true identity in a situation like this would only showing up in the name. As for why
I'd argue that is it not true?
Especially for...
Let's not pretend...
Is it really so...
Of course not.
We greater, sir.
How strange. Well,
they're coming.
But even so, I would say Ermin's soul is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create an...
I'll consider it.
What do you need me to do? Stall them?
The experiment will take time. Stall them...
Very well. But you're really asking for the moon. Have you heard this story? He pleaded with the... Many suns and moons passed. Seasons changed. And still, his...
Are you suggesting I worship you as a god? Or were you hoping that I...
Certainly not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed.
For someone who... At first, I thought you...
Concerned I would turn...
Not at all.
Don't you find people... And yet...
Is that supposed to...
No.
There's no need.
Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course. Very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now.
The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is truly remarkable. With just a chessboard, you can move an entire unit across the material plane.
Yeah, sets us up for a much easier fight.
I wonder how many people can say they stormed a city twice in their lifetime.
I was just thinking that. I've definitely had more than my fair share.
This is my first time here, actually.
I hope this will be...
Does everyone have to chime in?
What an amusing...
Whoa! What?
Because the image on her shield is one of me. And I, of course, can appear wherever I wish to.
Huh. Well, la-dee-da. Isn't that fancy? Could I get in on this?
You wish for your gauntlet.
Ahem. I think you'll find that it is I whose image is carved hereupon.
Thanks. Definitely feel stronger now.
You're welcome, my lady. I am glad to lend you my power.
Sino, what's the situation?
There are troops stationed at Everyone, stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. You move out.
Out of my way!
Now,
take this! Watch out! Get lost! Whew. Thank you, Jed.
You gotta be more careful. If you're not ready to put your life on the line, you can't be certain of defeating your opponent.
She's right. Keep your wits about you, Rana.
Ha!
Hear my prayer.
No!
Can't run from death.
Take them out and secure the harbor. Reinforcements will arrive by water.
Consider it done.
Show no mercy.
Their penance is due!
Ida, you need to hurry up.
Grant us your blessing. Do your worst.
Nowhere to run! Heartless judgment is upon you. Stay condemned!
Can't run from death.
You support guilty!
Gloves off.
Resistance is futile. Save yourself.
Look alive.
Indulge.
Waterway secure.
Brothers! Sisters!
Perfect. Just in time.
Welcome.
The team has arrived at the north.
Good.
Are you here to play with me?
We shall prevail. You're exposed.
Fire rate! Futile! Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stand condemned! Your penance is due! You stand condemned! Your penance is due!
Just
You're dead meat. Run while you still can. There's nowhere to hide. Let's get it on. Hi.
Did it take too long?
Fix it.
Cannot track our movements. If necessary, we could split up.
Don't worry. We'll wipe them all.
As you can see, our people came raring to go.
Good.
How are things with the travel?
Ready?
Ready.
Welcome back. Yeah. I think I'm almost done with the Archon story already. Or I think I'm almost done with it. Wanderer, you got this, bro. Cool.
Fatui soldier.
So bro's gonna act
Careful.
like he didn't see Tainori ducked down behind the bush.
Prepare for battle.
And the Wanderer ducked behind a tree.
Hey, there's people over there.
Realistically, if you're a security guard, you would have saw them already ducking down.
You have some nerve showing your faces here in the center of Sumeru City.
I would have been like, oh, intruder, but because of plot armor, oh, pretends I didn't see him. That's how it always goes in Genshin Archon Quest. Two of the traveler's friends are there, and somehow the bad guy
I've
doesn't see
stationed
them.
quite a few people nearby. It definitely looked everything.
There's a Fatui ambush at the north gate.
Can you handle him?
We can for now.
Yes, I'm quite sure both sides can hold their ground for the time being. The battle has not yet reached its climax.